The galaxy needs more racing. Am I right?
What the fuck are you talking about?
More fucking racing. I want to race some beans.
Beans?
Beans.
I love beans.
I love Mr. Bean.
Do you love Mr. Bean?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. Okay.
I used to watch Mr. Bean when I was a kid, and it was so fucking awkward. I think in some ways it was formative in terms of what kind of comedy I enjoy and find funny. But it's the kind of cringe that as a kid you enjoy, but as an adult it seems too childish. I don't know.
I think there is a charm to it, but it certainly is dated.
Yeah, I've had some nightmares with certain episodes.
Keep it for another episode? I'm curious to hear that. Okay, cool. 2026, when we do our Mr. Bean special, we're going to talk about the nightmares that Vol had about Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
But what are we here to talk about?
We are here to talk about, not really the Game Awards, but we'll talk a little bit about the Game Awards.
The video game advertisements.
Yes, we're here to talk about commercials again. It's that time of the year.
Wow, we sat down for like close to 6 hours, for me, I think you 4.
Yeah.
To look at ads.
Uh-huh.
Interspersed with more ads that were not game related.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about Game Awards 2025 without giving a shit about the awards themselves.
Yeah.
Before we go to the main bit, like what is our overall thoughts on this show and the Game Awards in general?
I care very little about it. I mostly watch it because I enjoy the commercials. The game commercials, I should say. I don't really take the awards seriously.
Yeah, it's hard to take them seriously.
I mean, it's nice. I understand that on some level it can give very helpful visibility to certain games and smaller studios or more independent creators. Jeff Keighley does seem to say that he wants to promote more independent developers. Whether I believe that or no, I don't know. I don't know enough. It's what he says. However, there's a cost attached to presenting on that show unless Keighley wants to showcase something and kind of curates it. From what I know, there's a certain level of curation that happens with him giving airtime to games he wants to showcase himself. But then the rest of it, like studios or publishers need to buy airtime, which is how everything works of this kind. So yeah, you need to have like a certain level, a certain kind of marketing budget to be able to allocate it to the Game Awards, basically.
Yeah. On a personal note, I don't care about the awards themselves. I don't care who wins and who loses, so the results are a bit arbitrary for me. We have seen games like It Takes Two getting fucking like rewarded for dangerous like fucking storytelling.
Yeah, and I don't think that's on Keighley, because the way these nominations work is like they send out, I think, whatever nomination invitation to gaming outlets, and then they just nominate games, and then the games that get the most nominations from the most people just go on it. So it's like,
and it can be anything.
Yeah,
they can vote for Dog's Life, and they should, for Game of the Year award. And if everyone votes, Dog's Life is gonna win.
Yes.
Which it should. Dog's Life 2026. Let's do it.
And there's no, like, I know, like other types of awards, like I don't know if it's the BAFTAs or something like that. Like Alana Pierce was talking about this, how, and I know this from like other types of awards of books and shit. If you submit something, you're expected to play it and then go on a call and argue for your nomination before it's accepted.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be this work build up to these awards.
No.
Hence why they don't really matter.
Yeah.
Like anyone could like just vote anything that they don't care about, and because enough did, it's gonna be on top. In any case, I don't care about the Game Awards much. I find the fact that people need to dress up in suits and do this like very official looking press conference, which is not a press conference, but like make it look as sleek as possible. For something that is as casual as video games, I find it very weird.
Well, you're saying that, but video games is like very big business.
I understand that's very big business, but it looks like they're just trying to imitate movies.
Yeah, they are.
Which is, to me, like that is counterproductive, because video games should just evolve to be their own kind of medium, not try to imitate other pieces of art, because that's only, it's going to further delegitimize it for being art or not.
It's not even trying to imitate other pieces of art. It's trying to imitate other industry award shows.
Yeah, the capitalist kind of like approach to industry, to the Hollywood industry, basically.
Yeah.
That's like the model they're following, and trying to make it look as prestigious and as sleek as the Oscars can be, only that the Oscars are shit and awful, and no one should try to imitate that.
I have not followed the Oscars in probably last 13 years or more, and the only reason I was watching and knew anything about the Oscars before that was because I had to do subtitles for them.
Fair enough. The Oscars don't matter. This doesn't matter.
Yeah. I should say, though, like, it was nice to see that some feedback has been listened to, because there was no playing off people off stage within a minute this time. So there's that. There was a rare moment of humanity glimpse from Keeley at the beginning of the show, however, which I think it's kind of worth perhaps mentioning, because he has this reputation of being the Dorito man.
And Mountain Dew.
And Mountain Dew,
Don't
I
forget
guess.
Mountain Dew.
I do believe that Keeley cares about video games. Like, I shit on him a lot and I make fun of him, but I do believe he cares. We should remember that this was the guy who went on Fox years ago to try to defend video games when there was this whole crusade happening against Mass Effect being an alien sex simulator for kids. So, kudos for him for trying.
Is Mass Effect not an alien sex simulator for kids?
Well, that's where I got all my sex ed about aliens when I grew up, so yeah.
I got it from Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I try to give my ponytail to girls, they run away.
Yeah, so yeah, him mentioning the whole his home burning down and then he's losing his father. I saw him a little bit more as a human, I would say.
Yeah, we do take the piss off on Jeff Keighley quite a bit. I don't think he's necessarily I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think he sucks as a human being. I don't think he's a bad person for the business either. I think he's actually passionate for games as well. He genuinely seemed like he was not putting his PR persona in for once.
Yeah.
And it was like, for a second, I was like, wait a second, is this going to be different this year? And then it wasn't.
And then we got Muppets again. Man, I don't get what the fuck is up with his bits. Like, they're not funny. What is the point? How do they even make sense?
This was genuinely painful. They had Miss Piggy, and Miss Piggy was doing her Miss Piggy thing. And if you're below 50 years old, probably you're not finding the Muppets funny anymore. Based on the fact that most people that play video games are younger, it means that probably no one found this funny. And I don't know if you're older if you're gonna find it funny. It looks like they're just doing a bit, thinking that it's gonna be funny, but then it clearly backfires and people don't like it, but they double down on it?
Yeah, unless this is just something that it's just Jeff Keighley is the biggest Muppets fan, and he does it for himself, and if that's the case, I can respect it. Perhaps.
I don't. Fuck respect. It happened like 4 times.
I know.
And it took like 5 minutes each time, and none of it was funny.
I know.
I could not take it seriously.
Anyway, let's not give it more airtime on the Muppets.
Fair enough.
Just to flip it on the fun side of things, it was very fun to see the Soundful crew all dressed up in baguette outfits. That was great.
Yeah, it was great.
They didn't have actual baguettes. That was a little bit disappointing.
Fair enough. I can see how they could attract a lot of pigeons in the studio there, and maybe that would backfire. That's why.
And they also seem to, not the Soundful crew, but the TGA crew, they seem to really get their money's worth out of those harnesses.
Yeah.
For anyone who didn't watch this, they had
2 trailers
where they had people wired up and lifted up.
I mean, it looked cool.
It looked cool, yeah.
I will give them that. Like, it was a cool presentation, and for both for games that I cared for. So that's cool. I think it's redundant to say that Clair Obscur just almost had a clean sweep. I felt very bad for Kojima-san for sitting there expecting an award, and Jeff Keighley, his friend, never gave him an award.
There was no way Death Stranding would have won anything this year.
It could have been, they could have done like direction or like sound design or something to try and just like for Jeff Keighley to be like, okay, here's my friend. That's the thing also, because the two of them, Jeff Keighley and Kojima, they have a weird relationship in my mind, in my eyes at least.
Okay.
Because Kojima is a person that always wants to show himself being friends with important people. And Jeff Keighley is someone that always wants to show himself being friends with important people. So I don't know who wants to be friends with the other person in this relationship. Like, who is it that pushes this relationship? Is it Kojima trying to be friends with Keighley, or is it Keighley trying to be friends with Kojima? Who is the dom? Who is the sub? I don't know.
That's a good question. I had never considered it like that, I guess.
In any case, Kojima was the sub for this award season because he got nothing.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad. And he did not seem to be taking the losses very well. Like, he was very stern whenever Clair Obscur was winning, and he was clapping and everything, but I was not seeing a lot of, I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into this, but I saw him a bit disappointed.
Maybe you're reading into this. I don't think I've ever seen Kojima be very expressive.
True. But there was Erika Ishii in the other side when she was like having like a big ass bucket of popcorn, and when she was losing the award, she was just cheering like so hard for everyone else. She was a delight.
It's an awkward place to be because they put the cameras on them
for
the reactions, and like, I don't know, all it takes is for you to be a bit self-conscious and awkward as a person, and then you might come across as if you're, I don't know, bitter about not winning or something.
True, and the difference between the two is that Erika Ishii is an actor and Kojima is a behind-the-scenes person.
Yeah, and Kojima is
Most of the time. He's a nerd who likes feet. Feet?
And babies.
Just like Monoko.
I want to say, as a final comment on the Clair Obscur, like, I've noticed that I don't really do social media, but I've caught glimpses online of people being a bit salty about Clair Obscur winning a lot of things, even going as far as some people saying that there should be caps on how many nominations a game should get and all that. And I think it's such bullshit. Like, these people need to get the fuck over themselves. This was a good game and people loved it and nominated it. All right.
Yeah, it is true that the categories of the awards are a little bit arbitrary and stupid at times. Like, indie game, what is an indie game anymore?
Yeah.
Or like, why would Clair Obscur be like international game and indie game and the main? Like, I get that, but you're talking about an outrage that's a little bit more bitter because my game did not win.
Yeah, and making up all kinds of conspiracies about like being an agenda, and it's like, what fucking agenda? People were just putting down their favorite game of the year, and they put it everywhere because it kind of fit everywhere.
Yeah, and guess what? It just happens to be a good game, so people liked it, and that's it.
Like, the only debate I might consider here is what is an indie game at this point, but that's a different story.
The way that the awards are made, they don't take as much care as people care to whine about them later.
No.
So just, move on. It's not important. Everyone is here for the ads.
Yeah, people get very invested in this stuff. Like, I want my game to win. It's like, it's not your fucking game to begin with, but okay.
Yeah. one thing that I want to bring up about the show itself, and it's not a new thing necessarily, but we have never talked about the Game Awards as a thing. So I kind of want to bring it up, is that while, like, and that's the thing, it's not only Keighley that does it, but it's his company, the committee, I don't know how exactly it works in the Game Awards, but they come out and they speak about promoting indie games and making the medium a legitimate medium that people care about and legitimizing gaming all on its own, which is good. I want that as well. But at the same time, they continuously take money and promote businesses and developers and companies that are shitty. Watching the Game Awards and getting 5 Google ads or constant reminders of Spotify, or, you know, championing Rockstar and Blizzard and Microsoft at the time that they, like, all of these companies have very clearly done multiple things that are awful for the world and gaming. To me, it's completely counterproductive. You cannot have everything, Jeff. You either need to champion games or take the money. Choose what you do. Anyway, it's disappointing to be like, oh, we love video games, and then see, like, you know, oh, Microsoft.
It comes across as dishonest, yeah.
It is dishonest because capitalism is dishonest. And it's disappointing every single time to go there and them to sugarcoat fiery, like, mass layoffs and, like, AI being used to fucking murder people and everything. So
it would be best, I think, for Keighley to not say any of that crap that he says, because it's just paying lip service and trying to present as, I'm doing something important. At the same time, here's 5 Microsoft ads.
Exactly. It's disappointing and it's not what we need. I understand the need to make money, but how much money do you need, really?
You could tone down a little bit of production and not need that much money as a start, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't need to fly everyone in there. Like, it's a Game Award show. Take it as it is. And
it's not a cheap award show to attend. I don't know. Okay, we have no idea what the cost of running that shit is. Let's start with that.
Whatever it is, there are more moral places that you can source money for things.
Yeah.
You could get sponsorships from, like, smaller companies, and if you have less money, that's fine.
Yeah, work with that.
What we care in the end about is you know, what you bring to us. Also, I never understood what was the Games for Impact.
I don't understand what the fuck that is. Was that this year as well?
It was this year as well. Also, Consumi, shout out Consumi, I love you, was nominated, didn't win.
Which one won that?
I don't know.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Like, I think that I kind of zoned out.
Let me search it just out of curiosity.
Claire Obscure.
2025, Claire Obscure. So South of Midnight won.
I've been meaning to check that out, although it's a Microsoft published game, and
I actually want to play that as well.
It's coming out on the PS5 as well next year.
Despelot, which is in my to-play list, nominated as well. Lost Records Bloom and Rage, which was the Dontnod.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about this in our year review.
Wonderstop, which I want to play, and Consumi, which should have won everything, including Game of the Year.
Well, I don't know. I'll check out South of Midnight.
Baby Steps was nowhere.
Well,
to be seen.
Yes, I didn't really expect anyone to vote for
that. Well, I would have. Anyway,
we'll talk about it. We'll do a year review episode early January.
But yeah, that was the Game Awards as a show in 2025.
So let's now talk about the important stuff, the commercials.
Let's open with this. Let's open with the Street Fighter.
Oh, sure. Go on.
How did you feel about all the cast coming on stage and kind of running amok? And Jason Momoa being way too happy and everyone else kind of being there, awkwardly trying to find where to stand on the stage when other people were giving very cringy fucking talks.
There was one guy among them who was really loud and enthusiastic with a microphone. Don't know who the fuck that was, but he was clipping the microphone all the time.
It was an actor, I guess.
Yeah, there was one guy, one blonde big guy that looked like a video game character, so I guess he was where he needed to be. This was, I don't know, it was awkward and cringy as fuck.
Yeah, there was Dashmalshin there, who's an actor that I fucking love. and I'm surprised that he accepted the role, but he's there. I don't know. This was such a cringe moment. Like my soul was trying to escape my body out of my asshole when I was watching it because it was so painful.
Yeah, I was watching Jeff talk over the Game Awards, and he was having a rant about how some other fighting game hadn't won the best fighting game, and I think that was running over other bits, so it kind of made them a little bit more bearable.
Okay, fair enough. But it's also very weird whenever you bring actors on stage for them to act next to or like behave next to Jeff Keighley, who is kind of like a flavorless jello of a man.
Was he Jeff Keighley wasn't even on the stage. He was off stage somewhere on the side all the time, wasn't he?
Which is what I'm trying to bring up. Which okay. I think this separation happened because whenever he was next to people that had more charisma than him, they make him feel very small.
I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions about how Keighley is and how he feels.
No, not how he feels. How he feels to the audience.
Okay.
The interactions that he has with people that have way more, not PR trained, but like natural charisma, which is usually actors. It's always like the disparity is so big that it looks unnatural as a mix at times.
Perhaps, but if I want to have a more charitable take here, I could say that him being off stage and on stage is him trying to not steal the spotlight from the people who are on that stage to get awards or to showcase their game.
Could be. But anyway, yeah, Street Fighter. We're not the crowd for it.
The film? No.
The film, I will watch it. I will definitely watch it because I watch a lot of shit films. But
if I was a kid, I would be really stoked to watch the Street Fighter film the way I was with the Mortal Kombat films. But I'm too old for this, and I never really was a Street Fighter fan. I was always a Mortal Kombat kid. So,
have you watched the new Mortal Kombat movie?
No, I've only watched the old ones.
At parts, it's better than the old ones. It is a better Mortal Kombat movie compared to the old ones. At parts.
That's not really selling it to me, but okay. Anyway, Bradley the Badger. What did you think about that? Because I think that's the game that opened the commercials of this night, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think it was.
I don't remember. I watched the show itself once, and I was drinking beer because I could not take the cringe raw. I don't remember exactly the structure. I just watched the trailers again later. Bradley the Badger looks like it could be a fun game, but I did not like the trailer much.
No, the trailer was terrible.
It was way too referential to a lot of other games, Badgerborn and whatever. The game might be cool, but if the humor is like that of the trailer, I might not enjoy it. And it looks like an action platformer?
Perhaps.
Combat third person?
Depends on which game it's riffing on, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, It Takes Two riffed on a lot of games, and gameplay-wise, it was good.
That's fair enough.
So, if you don't have the harmful storytelling and you do something similar, it could be successful, but I'm not holding my breath for this one. Okay, Knight of the Old Republic, you have a history with this, and also Casey Hudson is leading it, right?
Yes.
Right, we're going to talk more about Casey Hudson later in our podcast as well in another episode. but I don't know, what is your situationship with KOTOR?
I really loved the first game, and I've not finished the second game.
Okay, so despite being Star Wars, you like it? Yeah,
despite it being a franchise I couldn't give less shits about, I was really into the game and invested in the game. I almost replayed it last summer, and I may replay it soon. If this game is about to come out, I'm going to revisit KOTOR for sure. This was called, Fate of the Old Republic, I think?
I think so.
But there's no game yet.
No, it was conceptual, yeah.
We don't know what kind of game it's going to be, if it's going to be turn-based, if it's going to have branching stuff. I would expect that that's what it's going to have with its pedigree, like continuing on that franchise. because even if we look at the online game, what was that called? Can't remember. There's an Old Republic game that is an MMO that BioWare did concurrently to developing Mass Effect 3, where they took Drew Karpyshyn off the Mass Effect writing team and put him on that SWTOR, Star Wars Online, the Old Republic or something, I think it's called.
Smell of the Old Republic.
Anyway, the writing on that in that MMO was decent, because I think they took a lot of their good writing people and put it on it, because they were banking on that MMO becoming really successful, which I think hurt Mass Effect 3 as a result.
It was successful though, no?
Well, I don't know what counts as success in MMO.
True. It certainly was not World of Warcraft successful, so I don't know.
It's still running, so it's probably still making enough money to justify itself being maintained. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm curious. Like, Casey Hudson has led some really good games in BioWare.
Mm-hmm.
But not always. So we'll see.
Wasn't there a remake of Knights of the Old Republic coming out?
There was one announced and it was cancelled, and there's rumors that Sony is reviving it now. So we'll see.
Oh, that's a mess. Well, if that ever comes out and I care, I might play the remake if it doesn't fuck up the original game. But I cannot say that I care about Star Wars much.
I don't. This is just good BioWare game. That's why I liked it and I care a bit.
Pod Racer, do you care? I mean, we mentioned it before, but...
it was a really funny line in that trailer. The galaxy needs more racing.
How do you feel about the Star Wars prequels in general? Do we need a game in the Star Wars prequels right now?
I mean, if it's a good racing game, I'll play it.
I mean, there is a rise in retroactive prequel appreciation happening, especially after the 3 new Star Wars movies that tanked.
I've put it in the list as a joke because of that line. If it ends up being a good racing game, I'll play it a bit, but I don't really care.
I won't play it even if it's a good racing game. So there you go.
I know.
They also not announced. They showed a little bit more of Saros. I think you never played Returnal, or you played a bit and bounced off.
I've not bounced off. I played about an hour or two when I got the PS5. It looked like a game I would perhaps put some time into, but I wasn't in the mood for it at the time. I think it might be a bit too hard in a way that I'm not used to.
It is hard.
But I like the vibe, I like the setting, I like how it played. I didn't bounce off. It was more reluctance about time commitment at the time, and I have not come back to it.
I think I spent a good 60 hours maybe on it, maybe less, not 60. But I did get the platinum, played the whole thing. I liked it. I really like the setting, and I do have an issue with time loop games and media in general, which is they kind of take away the urgency of a main task that you may have. Like if I feel like, you know what, I will die, whatever, it doesn't matter, I'll just respawn again. It takes away the urgency of completing something, and I don't feel story-wise it's a good medium.
That's fair, yeah.
But I'm interested. I want to see what they're going to do.
Tends to lend itself a bit to, this is a weird term to use, but pure game settings.
Yeah.
You're approaching it more as a game to master rather than a story to experience.
Yeah. Bill Murray was an ace gamer.
Which is fine. Not all games need to be art house interactive films.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. But I'm just saying, there's going to be a point that this is going to get old, and I'm feeling like the time loop thing is starting to get old.
How different is that from roguelikes, though?
Fair enough. I don't know. I mean, that is roguelike.
Yeah,
time loop,
that's
really.
exactly what it is, yeah.
It just said roguelike that the rules actually reflect in the real life of the character.
Yeah, which makes it a little bit more interesting to me, because it's not been overdone yet. FromSoft games, most of them are a little bit like that too.
A little bit, yeah. You get to lose a lot of progress if you die, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting. I want to see what they're gonna do. They have a big actor now. Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wanted to mention Warlock, not because I give a shit about the game. It might be good. I don't know. Like I have no real hopes or.
I don't remember this one.
It's a Dungeons and Dragons Warlock thing. The only reason why I want to mention it because they had a very bad mix of 46 and 2 from Tool.
Oh, yeah, okay, I remember now.
And they kept cutting it in such fucking bad ways just to keep specific types of lyrics in the trailer, and it was so unnatural, and it made me clock out so quickly that I was like, why do you need to use a fucking popular song if it doesn't fit your fucking trailer? Don't use it. Do something else. Yeah,
I think I was distracted by the music and I didn't pay attention to the trailer or what game it was. But okay, that's fair. I see your point. And then there was a new Divinity game trailer that I think you might care more about this than me. I did not like. I played a bit of Divinity Original Sin and I bounced really hard off it because I hated the writing.
I did not hate the writing, but I was like kind of indifferent to it, and I bounced off as well.
So, but I know you loved Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes.
If you didn't love Baldur's Gate 3, I would be completely indifferent to anything that Larian is making.
I mean, I really love Baldur's Gate 3, and based on how this trailer was, it looks like they're kind of trying to reshift Divinity into a grittier kind of way that they like they did with Baldur's Gate 3. And it looks like they're going to kind of follow that kind of model of storytelling and everything, so this could be very good.
Okay.
The trailer was brutal.
The trailer was fucking extreme, yeah.
I was like, that you're putting a lot on your audience right now, which I liked. Like it is extreme and it's interesting.
And this was the first time they had those harnesses with the wires and people getting lifted up.
Yeah, people were like suspended on wires because they were getting possessed or something.
Something like that, yeah.
There was a whole like cult thing in the screen. They burnt the guy, and there was a child that was looking both the guy being burnt and an orgy at the same time, and people flagellating themselves. It was something. Also, the Divinity trailer, there is a bitterness in me right now with Larian because since this got announced, it came out that they used generative AI in the process of making their previous game, which is disappointing for me to hear.
In the previous game?
Well, or this one. They said that they used the AI for.
No, it was this one. It was something that the CEO said that they're experimenting with Gen AI, which he then clarified that it's okay. We're not really making anything for the game. It's just PowerPoint presentations and this and that and early concept art experiments. And that really rubbed me the wrong way. This attitude from executives that concept art is not really making anything and putting it in the same bucket as PowerPoint presentations says a whole fucking lot about how they see their artists.
Yeah, I do not like it at all.
Like the ideation phase of making something is so important. That's what concept art is about. Like these artists will source material, will make choices about what to draw influence from. You'll come across unexpected things that will give you inspiration, and then you may end up with new novel ideas. AI cannot produce anything novel.
Exactly. It's exactly what I was going to say. Like, base your fucking concept art on something. We're not going to see new designs ever again. It's all going to be derived from something that's been in the past. And everyone thinks that AI is this kind of fucking like magic that's going to solve everything. Oh, it's going to give you inspiration. Fuck you. Pay your fucking artists.
Also, ironically, at the same time, that guy said that the AI boom, I was just looking for a word for it, causing RAM and memory shortages will drive up the cost of development. And I'm thinking, my guy, you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
if you're using it, you're creating more demand for it. They're using up more of the RAM and buying it off everything else in the space, and then it's going to cost you more. So at the same time, you're saying, we're not making anything, it's just concept art. Then you're saying we're not really seeing productivity increases. And then you're also saying, and this is going to increase the game development costs because now we have to pay 400% more for memory. So what are we achieving here?
A worse future for everyone?
Yeah. Also, where are we going to play these games if we can't build PCs or have consoles that are affordable for people to buy because RAM costs £400 now?
Yep. Shocking.
Yeah.
Fucking awful. That disappointed me quite a bit, especially because, Larian seems so nice and flowery, and then eventually it's like, nope, they're also a company. Cool.
No CEO is anyone's friend. No CEO or executive is a friend of the employees, nor the audience. The fact that a CEO puts on a fancy suit of armor and tries to pretend, I'm one of you guys, it's an act. I never believe it, and it always cringes me.
Yep. Anyway, next game you have here is For Loop.
All I have to say about that is Edge of Tomorrow, but less cool.
It's actually called Live, Die, Repeat now, not Edge of Tomorrow.
I refuse to acknowledge that. That doesn't exist for me. The film is called Edge of Tomorrow.
Right.
It might be cool. I don't know. It's from the guy who played for Dead. Like, those games were cool.
Which one?
Play for Dead? Left 4 Dead.
Play for Dead. So it's about possums.
The tagline was Play for Loop, and it confused me.
Play for Dead.
Play for possums, yes.
It would be fun to have like a multiplayer. Okay, no, I shouldn't be giving ideas out for free.
No.
No, I'm not giving. I'm gonna write the concept down and sit on it. Bye. Okay, next game.
This game, indeed,
Odos
is the new game from Fractal Games. And if anyone doesn't know who these people are, these are the original Amnesia and then Soma people.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of Amnesia, but I really enjoyed Soma. And Ontos, I don't know. Looked cool in the trailer, so I'm looking forward to it. If anyone likes this kind of stuff, maybe keep an eye on it.
I really like Soma. I really, really enjoyed it. And I remember it had a very woof ending.
Yeah, it was good. It was good stuff.
It was good shit. It was good horror shit. And I want to see what they're going to do.
It was good horror sci-fi shit, which is really my thing, so yeah.
I like horror in general. I like horror sci-fi as well. I don't know. I'm into it. But...
Speaking of horror...
Speaking of horrors...
Speaking of horrors, Leon is in the next Resi game.
3 hearts. No, 2 hearts and 1... Okay, you'd mistyped the heart in these notes. It's not a heart. It looks like a smiley face.
Yeah, rotate it. It will make more sense.
It's an uwu face?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Leon is back. He's old now.
Yeah, he's 48, I think, now?
You know the age? I don't know the age. Happy that Leon's back. Resi Requiem still looks good.
Yeah, different vibes to other entries, so I like that they're keeping it fresh still.
I really like what they're doing with Resi lately. They have not misstepped much, to be honest. I really liked Village.
It looks like we're gonna have 2 characters with different, completely different playstyles.
Yeah, which looks like it fits more in the older Resident Evil games, like your 2 or whatever. I'm into it. I'm gonna play it.
There's not much more to say. It's Resident Evil.
Yeah. I mean, we play a lot of Resident Evil on streams and everything, so catch us there.
They've been consistently good lately, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm glad that they have put so much effort in their franchise and that they're actually working it out, and it's not losing its goofiness whilst trying to be more spooky oriented.
Yeah, and then the next game I have here is something that I am way less certain about. And that is Exodus, which is a sci-fi game from a new studio set up by old BioWare people. Specifically Chad Robertson, Drew Karpyshyn, and James Olin, who has just departed, as reported on GameSpot. Yesterday being the 19th of December. Today is the 20th. as we're recording this, who was the lead designer on this game, and said that his job is done. The game is supposed to come out early 2027. So, this is either a good sign that the game is playable from start to finish, and now it's polishing stuff from now on, or the game is a mess and he's just fucking the hell out.
It's snoping out. I did not pay any attention to this one, so I don't know what to say about it. Sure.
The trailer didn't look interesting, I will say. The reason I'm interested in this is because it's brand new sci-fi, original stuff. It's led by people who have led really good BioWare games. The lead writer is the lead writer of Mass Effect. So, fingers crossed. That James Dolan also was lead designer in Dragon Age Origins as well. So this is people who have made good games out of BioWare. So
it has the pedigree to be a good game. It's just a matter of it being a good game and not being a mess. Because that's the thing, like, I guess proximity-wise, anything that is surrounding like BioWare right now is like kind of poisoned as a result. So if I hear like it's ex-BioWare people, I'm just like, cool, is the mess gonna follow them as well?
Whoa.
But this is me, this is my preoccupation, my fucking worries, because BioWare has burnt us twice.
No, I get
so
it.
Far.
The BioWare that has burnt us, I don't think is these people.
No, I don't think so either. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like a back of the brain kind of tingle, and not really an actual worry there. The lead designer departing is weird.
The designer departing is weird. My hope with these studios, both this one and whichever studio is making the new Old Republic game led by Casey Hudson, is that I was hoping that when BioWare started bleeding, the staff that was on all the good games that I loved, and then there was the decline that followed in that studio, I was hoping that all these people would end up setting up different studios and make brand new games and give us something good again. Maybe this is the time this happens, because these people are getting old as well, and they'll retire during the next generation of consoles, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So it's perhaps the last chance to make something, and maybe they'll put their heart into it, and thankfully it will go well, because at the same time also the industry is in a really weird place. So if whatever investment money they have in to fund their studios and their new games runs out or is pulled out because who knows, because the market's shit, maybe they won't get to make the stuff. Hopefully they will.
My hope and faith is with them. I want them to succeed with this. I will be trying to check it out if possible.
Yeah.
We are still poor. And we don't have money for a lot of games.
Yeah.
But when I can, like, it is weird for me to hear, to say, but when I see people leaving such like toxic places of work and creating something of their own, I usually am hopeful when I hear it. So I want to see what it's gonna turn out to be, and I'm gonna watch the trailer again later.
Yeah. It's certainly, if both of these games are good, my money is gonna go on Exodus rather than the Star Wars game.
Yeah, they showed a bit more of Pragmata.
Oh, did they?
I think so. No,
I don't remember this.
No,
but
maybe on the pre-show.
Maybe it was the pre-show. I didn't watch the pre-show.
Oh, maybe there. Anyway, Pragmata still looks cool.
Okay.
Next, Control Resonant.
Yeah.
More wire people floating. Not much to say there. I don't know what to expect. Post Alan Wake 2, things have shifted quite a bit in the Remedy space, I would say.
What do you mean?
Alan Wake 2 kind of solidified kind of their Control universe, let's say. Control by itself, like, kind of tried to set it up, but I don't think it was fully successful as a game. Alan Wake was, like, followed these rules for the first clear time and was a fantastic game as well. So
I think Alan Wake 2 was the first time they explicitly blended all their games together. With the exception of Quantum Break, because that one's owned by Microsoft. But Alan Wake 2 was the point where it wasn't just references and Easter eggs. Blogs by made up people written by Sam Lake. I have a folder in my drive where I collect the stuff called Remedy Connected Universe, because there's a lot of shit that exists on the internet. Like, it's really fun. I really enjoy this. This gives me a lot of joy to go through.
Also for me as well, and it's weird for me to say it because I'm so fucking fed up with, your cinematic universification of a lot of films. The fact that Remedy was doing it in the beginning, I was a little bit like, I don't know. But they're so playful and fun. And the way they do it is so not self-serious, the way that a lot of these movies try to do it, that I'm actually enjoying myself seeing this. And I want to see what they do next.
Same. This feels nerdy and charming than corporate.
Yeah. And Control was not the perfect game, but I really enjoyed it. I want to see what they're going to do with it.
Yeah, and to your first comment about this, don't know what to expect out of it. That's exactly what I love about Remedy. I don't know what the fuck to expect out of the next game.
Yeah, and I'm so gonna play this, I think, day one.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Same.
there.
Same.
Unless they come out and say like, oh, we're using AI, then I'm gonna be like, maybe not.
I have not regretted buying any Remedy game. I've enjoyed them all very much.
Same, I would say. And I have played less than you, I think.
The next one to mention here briefly was Gang of the Dragon. The trailer looked very cool. It looked really funny with an English voiceover because it was weird, but at the same time I found it funnier because of the overacting and the straining that we're not used to hearing with English voices. With all these games, I'm including all the Yakuza series here and the Dragon series. I want to like them more than I actually do when I try to play them. So I'm happy they're making another one. I'm happy for the people who are actually into these games. I just hope I like them because they look like really fun.
I played Like a Dragon. I did not finish it. I played Kiwami. I did not finish it. My problem with the Yakuza games is that eventually they start feeling too long and they do this thing that a lot of Japanese games tend to do, where they constantly talk about something that is already known and it keeps being repeated and talked over a minute detail that's unnecessary. And it's a time waste. It's always a time waste. And I felt a similar thing with Persona. I felt a similar thing with Yakuza. I don't know.
I feel the same thing often with anything Kojima makes. Yeah. I think we've touched on this before. There's a style into these games that make me impatient eventually.
Kojima less so, because Kojima goes so wild with some shit that that while I might get bored from the dialogue, I do have like a back of my mind kind of thing going, what were you thinking here?
Yes, there is that curiosity, I suppose, that keeps me there. Obligatory mention of No Man's Sky, I suppose, next.
Why is this still going?
That's a good question.
Why did it keep happening? I don't...
This is amazing. This is like the most supported game, like the most redeemed game ever as well. Or studio. They keep going and they're all free. I'm guessing that all this is also helping the development of their next game, because it's kind of No Man's Sky but a different scale. It's all that tech on a planet. So good on them. They keep supporting this. People keep voting for it. People keep playing it and loving it. Like, this is ridiculous at this point, beyond ridiculous, but in a good way. So No Man's Sky, good stuff.
It's a very good redemption story for a game that failed.
For a game that was oversold, and they were way, way beyond their depth, I think.
That's what I was trying
out of their depth.
That's what I was trying to say there. I don't want to place blame on them personally, because it was Sony's fault.
Yeah,
for the most part. But the fact that they're still going and still supporting it, and people are enjoying it so much after one of the roughest launches that I've ever seen a video game go through. It's great.
This seemed unbelievable that they would salvage it, but they have, and they've made it. Not only have they salvaged it, they've overdone themselves. outdone themselves. So yeah.
Then they're doing another Lara Croft Tomb Raider remake, reboot, something.
They're doing both. They're rebooting the series and they're remaking the first game as well, if I'm not mistaken. There's two Tomb Raider games.
I don't know how to feel about this. First, because what happened with the previous Lara Croft games that came out, I think was a trilogy. I don't like those games. I don't think they're good.
Oh, okay.
Gameplay-wise, they're fine, but story-wise, they really bothered me. So I'm not sure how to feel about it, because there was a backlash in the previous trilogy that came out that they make it woke, which is a terrible fucking argument. Everyone's throwing it out. Fuck you. So they went back to the classic Tomb Raider. I don't understand why, but there it is. I cannot say that I care much, so whatever. It's there.
I think for me will depend a little bit on how they handle it, because the reapproach to Tomb Raider has been quite hit and miss. I liked some elements of the trilogy they rebooted.
Yeah, you were almost championing them at times, and I hated them with the
games, you mean?
The games, yeah. I always thought that they were boring and the writing was very bad.
I found them as just entertainment video games very fun. I've replayed 1 and 2 twice. Well, I played twice. I've replayed it once. I've not played the third one, the Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been meaning to play that. I think that's on my list for the next summer. I've always look. I have a bit of a soft spot for this type of video game.
The Uncharted likes.
The Uncharted likes, but there's no Uncharted likes. They're all Tomb Raider likes, basically. Uncharted is a Tomb Raider like. And then Tomb Raider became more like Uncharted. Now that Uncharted is over, no one else makes this. So I was hoping that they would revisit Tomb Raider and do something with it. I don't know. They've always been problematic in similar ways that Uncharted is, but in some ways worse, in that in Uncharted, Drake is his background is a poor boy who had some escapist fantasies and ended up becoming this. I don't know. If we only look at the narrative and not what you do while you play the game and how many people you kill, it's problematic, but not as problematic as I think rich posh kid rather, goes to pillage tombs and other civilizations and kills natives in the process, which was a lot of what was happening in Tomb Raiders.
So what's problematic with that?
It's fine.
It's fine. It's okay.
It's an example to aspire to. Then the reboot tried to do something with it and be a little bit more sensitive around this area. They tried to humanize Lara a little bit, make her look a little bit more like a normal human being overall.
Yeah, I guess. To me, it failed because it was just extremely self-serious.
Yes, I was gonna say that, yeah.
The tone was what really threw me off. I was like, you cannot possibly try to sell me this story so seriously. You can try and make a character more human and still maintain a good balance between seriousness and silliness, and it wasn't there.
I agree. If we take those games a little bit more serious in our critique approach, they fall apart super quickly. In some ways, that's why I'm a little bit more positive about them going back to the beginning or the origins with the reboot. Because I'll take dinosaurs over...
Yeah, I was going to mention there's dinosaurs.
grim dark shit that the rebooted trilogy went for.
It was grimdark, but there was still inhumane, paranormal, fucking supernatural monsters. That didn't change.
No, it was a little bit more subtle, or they tried to take it a bit more seriously, I suppose. That's the when you do all this stuff super seriously, it's, I don't know, it doesn't work. It didn't work for me. I just enjoyed them as games. I found them entertaining to play.
I mean, it can be funny, but it just did not work there. Or it can be fun. There are super serious movies that are funny as a result of the super seriousness, and some that are just boring as a result.
No, these Tomb Raider games weren't so serious they became funny. They were just serious that they became kind of grating.
Yeah.
The way I enjoyed them was basically mostly zoning those bits out and enjoying the gameplay. Because the gameplay was really fun for me, and that's the bit I'm hoping will be good in this one as well. And then we'll talk about how other things of these games fall apart. I dislike what has already started happening online, that I don't... Occasionally I go on YouTube, the actual YouTube, because I upload stuff from our playthroughs and shit, and it recommends videos to me. And it recommended me some stuff that looked like there are already people going down the angle of the culture around video games is changing because we get boobs and shorts now in Lara, not woke Lara, as you were saying earlier.
Yeah, that was things that I also came across, and I was like, this makes me care even less.
And it's the same kind of crowd that says the similar shit for... What was the Stellar Blade and other stuff like that. There were people who were saying similar things for Clair Obscur. I had caught glimpses of before I started playing it, that this game is actually doing well because it has beautiful women in it instead of ugly women.
Oh, fuck you.
So, yes, the level of discourse and the level of what the algorithms push on YouTube is... it makes me lose faith in humanity, I will say, but...
there are more important things out there that make me lose faith in humanity.
Yeah, I suppose that's smaller things, but it's a symptom of similar things.
It makes me want to disengage. It makes me not want to be part of the gaming community. And the way it like the gaming community has treated, minorities and women and everything in the past has made me almost shy or ashamed of saying that I play video games, because I don't want to be associated with that. And someone that is a general, everyday person might throw me in that box if they don't know me well.
I don't view this as the gaming community, TM. This is a vocal minority of people who monetize rage bait and outrage culture, because this is how these platforms work. What this makes me want to disengage with is these platforms and these corpos. But we have nowhere else to be. Like, if there was an alternative to YouTube and Twitch, I'd be there.
Well, there is this Nebula thing. I've never tried it personally. But I've also blocked a lot of fucking channels on YouTube, so I can, not see them anymore.
This is not the greatest solution, but I tend to use external YouTube players. I know it's not directly giving people views and stuff like that, but I try to support the creators I really care about by, donation, tipping them on whatever they have tips available on, or supporting them on Patreon. It's not the greatest, and I don't have a lot of power in that regard to dispose of income, but...
I would say that probably the YouTubers you follow, if they listen to you, they would understand, because every single person knows how YouTube is right now.
Yeah.
So, anyway, shitty Discords aside, sure, Tomb Raider, if it's on Plus, I'll try it, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one we have on the list is Out of Words. So this is a game that I've been following for a couple of years at least.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was first shown at the Wholesome Games, or at the Day of the Devs kind of show, 2 or 3 years ago, I think. And it was, back then it had a different name, and I think the name was Vocabulantis, but they changed that to Out of Words, which is less unique. And it's fully stop motion animated, which makes it look very neat. I backed them on Kickstarter back in the day, and I'm glad to see that they're making progress and they're getting close to releasing. Looks cool.
That's cool. I didn't know I hadn't seen any of this game before.
Yeah, no, it's been shown a couple of times. It hasn't gotten like a lot of attention. Probably now that's closer to release, it got put on the main show as a result.
Yeah, this seems like an example of Keighley putting his money where his mouth is with regard to promoting indie and small stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is one of my highlights of the show, to be honest. I always like seeing updates from this game. I like seeing it being showcased. And I don't know, it might end up being like your favorite game that was stop motion and you hated it and you dropped it and you keep saying fuck that game and fuck that game.
Huh?
I don't know, it was like Sardine Tom or something. Fishbowl Brick.
Oh no, Harold Halibut. Yes.
Harold Halibut.
Oh, why did you have to remind me of that?
It had a cool style. It's stop motion. This is stop motion
It did,
too.
okay, yes, it did, but everything else was insufferable. Fucking insufferable. Anyway, Out of Words is also co-op, so I'm really looking forward to it, to try it with you.
Yeah, I would enjoy that, yeah. It looks like a good contender if it works out.
And finally, from the main show, we have Coven of the Chicken Foot.
Hand-drawn, which is very cool. You play as I think as Baba Yaga, honestly. And you have a monster friend, and also looks either co-op or the monster friend is like you control them different ways.
It's not co-op. It's
not co-op. Okay. It's not very clear from the trailer.
I'm hesitating to call it an AI companion because that now can be misinterpreted or misunderstood. But in the a little bit of a tangent here. AI as a term in gaming has traditionally been used to refer to reactive systems, I suppose, for non-player characters, enemies or companions or stuff like that. We call it AI. We call enemy AI. We call companion AI. Blah blah.
Yeah, well, what you want to compare it to is the Gen
yes,
AI.
Now it's not just different. Gen AI. This has become a buzzword now for so many things under an umbrella of machine learning that could be anything. So anyway, that aside, I'm going to use the traditional term here. This is an AI companion. You don't directly control them, and it's not co-op. It's interesting and kind of rare to have an old main character.
Yeah.
There's a balance between slow movement, but also not making it so slow that it becomes tedious to play.
And also I remember during the show, like it was just jammed between like two actiony games. So it felt like a good moment to like breathe in, and it felt fresh and different. And I liked that it was in the main show.
It's also the return of none other than Bruce Straley, co-creator of The Last of Us. And also was an important person in the Uncharted series as well.
Okay, interesting.
I was hoping that he wouldn't have burned out so hard after the Uncharted 4, that he would have completely quit the industry. And my hope was met. He's back with a small game.
Cool. That looks more creative than, Uncharted.
Yes.
I'm into this. I'll play it. So, cool. Thumbs up. So that's all we have from the main show.
At least the stuff that stood out to us. Like, of course, we're not going to cover the whole main show. We're not here to cover gaming news. This is more like a curated list of, hey, these things looked interesting to us. Yeah. Maybe you want to have a look at them.
This is what we're going to be checking out.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to be checking out, apart from the ones that we said look like shit. I know you did not watch that, but I watched a couple of side shows as well. So, first game that I forgot to put on our list as well. One that I don't remember if it was on the main show or not. It was called Verdant. Was that on the main show? I don't remember.
Doesn't ring any bells, but that doesn't mean it wasn't.
It looks cool. It's like it has an interesting animation style. A lot of nature focused creature design. And it looks to be a post-apocalyptic game set in the 80s?
Hmm.
I don't know, like you might remember because at some point there was a big ass deer with a log for horns.
Nope. I don't
Nope.
think I've seen this. Okay, just to introduce the next segment of this episode, we're going to talk about some stuff that was after
Before.
or before.
It was
Around
before
the
the main show. Yeah,
Around the show.
I watched the Wholesome Snack and the Day of the Devs because normally that's where I find games that I'm more interested in. Vol did not watch them, so we're just gonna go through them together and see what I noted down.
Yeah, basically Space Otter will introduce something. I'm going to watch the trailer on Steam, and then we'll talk about impressions. So it may sound in the editing, after it's been edited, a little bit chopped up. I'll do my best to hide this.
It will be chopped up, it's fine.
But it's a different approach that we've not done before, so we'll see how it turns out. Bear with us.
So Verdant was the first one of the list that I don't remember if it was actually in the main show or not, but I had it noted down. What do you think of that?
I like the look of it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like the music in this trailer, teaser, or whatever you want to call it. It's an announcement trailer, so it doesn't really show game.
No, it's not very sure what it's going to be. If you see from the stills in the Steam page,
yeah,
you will see that there's like day-night mechanics, sleeping. So I have a feeling it's an adventure, survival-ish type of game, but it looks like it's story-focused and exploration-focused. So
yes, it doesn't. I hope it's not around crafting. It doesn't look like it's going to be around crafting.
It looks like it's going to have minor crafting like Last of Us does, but not.
Yeah, something like that, which I'm okay with. Yeah,
but not base building. Let's say.
No.
Yeah, it looked good. So,
I'm interested in this. I'll keep an eye on it. Actually, I'll add it to my wish list while we're here. I like colorful games. Like I'm glad we've moved past the era of everything being
gray
brown
shooters.
and gray.
Yeah, it is. Well, as people will see as we go on, I also gravitate a lot towards the colorful, cute stuff rather than just shooting shoots.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I like dark stuff. Just I'm tired of shooters.
Yeah, I think we need to move on with shooters.
I'm really tired of shooters.
Yeah. Another thing that I've noted down is Frog Squad with a W. And that is because it's online co-op and it's physics-based. So I want to see if you will think we can play this. I know it's not exactly your game. The trailer is cringy. The trailer is
very cringy, yes.
Like it has to anyone out there, the trailer has this fake player voiceover thing. Look, we're playing it together, and it doesn't feel natural.
And we're having so much fun, and we're such fun people. That's not my main apprehension about this. I mean, okay, this is not a new thing in video game trailers. It's the up to 8 players. And some of the clips here look like you need more than 2 people to get stuff done. And you know me, I want some kind of narrative to motivate me a little bit, even if it's bad. This looks very light on it.
Yeah, I think this is going to be mostly level-based. So, past its level kind of thing. It's very physics-oriented. You play as frogs. Spoilers. And you control...
You don't say. You can Frog Squad, you play as a frog?
Yeah. And you can like swing with using your tongue. And also, I think your goal is to gather food, maybe? I'm not sure. It's not super obvious yet. You need to vomit your food to your boat or something. It's not very clear. It looks like fun. It's something that I would try. Online, I would have fun with it, but I don't know how much it's your thing.
If we can get more people to play with, and we can not on stream, but like just to try it out, but that this is getting more and more difficult the older we get, that I'm not really banking on that.
I don't know. I would try it with strangers. I wouldn't be shy of this. Next game I noted down, is the Dungeon Experience.
Okay, so I've watched it. So what are your thoughts on it before I give you mine? Why have you noted it down?
Well, I like the sense of humor and the style. It is rare for me to see a trailer that tries to be funny that actually ends up funny. Also, I'm interested to see how they can approach a comedy dungeon crawler.
Yeah. I can see why you're interested in that. I didn't like the trailer.
You did not like the trailer, okay.
No.
Why?
It didn't seem funny to me, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to tolerate this style of both presentation and voiceover for more than 10 minutes in a game, let alone want to play it.
It is a double-edged sword. Because it seems like you have a dungeon master for your adventure in the dungeon that is somewhat tied to real life working in a shitty office job. It seems odd. I'm not fully grasping the concept quite yet.
Yeah.
But if the dungeon master is annoying, it could potentially be annoying in the long run. But I think it's going to be good. I don't know why I have this feeling.
Okay. Well, we may end up talking about it. We'll see.
Maybe. Another one that I noted down is me. What is the two dots called?
Colon.
Uncolon me.
That has a different meaning here. All right, let's watch this trailer. Okay, so I watched the trailer.
It is a lot, isn't it?
I don't know what to think about it because it looks kind of interesting, but it also looks kind of junky in a way that makes me think of like really cheap games that are just shit.
It could fall on that. It does have a polish that makes me move away from that idea. Plus, the concept is interesting. So, it is a psychological horror about 3 characters stuck in one body going through some sort of spooky hospital or setting thing. And as you're in that, from what I understand, you start getting options to eliminate one of the souls or more of the souls that are in the body.
Yeah.
It could be cool.
I should note now, though, I clicked on the developer on Steam to see what else they've put out, and they have good ratings, not by a lot of reviews, but they're in the very positive and mostly positive. So, okay.
Let me actually see what they have, because I have not seen who...
Fast Penguin! I don't know, is that? Yeah, that's them.
What?
The Market of Light... The Caligula effect? Caligula effect?
Caligula.
Space Penguins. Is that them? That's them. Okay, so they have a weird range.
Yeah, looks like it's more... Probably the Caligula effect is closer to this, but...
What? You mean Fast Penguin is not similar to this game we just talked about?
No. Anyway, it looks interesting. The concept is cool. I like a good J-horror, as long, as it's not janky, but I don't know. Next game I have noted down is Bistro, and this one I think will really not be your thing.
Yeah, this is not my thing. This is a cooking game.
Like a true Vole? Vole noped out very quickly of the trailer. I like this game because it is, yes, based on cooking, but it seems to introduce a lot of different mini games to make cooking more interactive. I like that it makes it so you create recipes that will help the warriors or heroes of this world to actually have certain magic powers. And it has also the paper cut marionetting style in some turn-based combat sections. So yeah, I guess I will enjoy it.
these are really not my kind of games. Any game that's like this, I bounce off so hard. There was one that I appreciated a lot at some point that I can't remember now. You were some immigrant child, and you were reconnecting with your culture, I think.
Was it Venba?
Yes, that was the one.
Yeah, that was fun. I really enjoyed that.
I couldn't play that. Like, I tried, and I'm like, no, I fucking hate this.
Oh, Venba was really nice. It is rare for me to. Also, I know between the two of us, I'm the one that cooks. So
yes.
So I have an appreciation for cooking, and this was basically this and Venba. We're not talking about Bistro right now, but Venba, which was about re-experiencing your culture based on the recipes that your grandparents had left. To me, that's so wholesome because, like, I have a notebook with my grandma's recipes. She's the reason why I'm cooking and why I like cooking. So it felt very close to home, and it was a very warm experience. And it was one of my favorite games that year, actually.
No, I get that. Like, the idea of that game, I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, you just don't care about cooking.
Yeah. And I hate that kind of gameplay. So
you hate eating things that are tasty.
No, I liked your food. I just can't be asked to make anything.
It became way better since.
That's good. You're growing. You're getting better. But no, it's one of the least interesting, most boring, chore-y things I can imagine doing. I'd rather wash dishes.
Which worked for me because when we were living together, I was cooking, you were washing, and we were both happy. Right. Next one that I've noted down, I'm kind of curious about how you will feel about it. It's called Virtue and a Sledgehammer. So let's watch that.
Okay, that was not something I expected.
Most people resort to therapy, but you chose the brave option, a sledgehammer.
And apparently the spiel here is you go back to your hometown and tear it down with a sledgehammer. Confront your past in a devastating story about feeling like you no longer belong in the place you grew up. I'm interested.
Yeah. It is a low poly game that it looks like it almost has a Dynasty Warrior-ish kind of approach to gameplay at moments.
It's a little bit of a stretch, I guess, but okay.
There's a lot of combat-y, not a lot of, but like you punch a group of robots at some point.
You tear down buildings.
It looks like it's going to be one of those weirdly introspective kind of experiences.
Also, nice music.
The music was cool, yeah.
In the trailer. Yeah, I'm adding this to the wish list to just keep an eye on it.
I'm very curious about this one. When I saw the trailer, I was properly like, what is going on here? What is this?
Okay, so keeping an eye on Virtue and a Sledgehammer.
Next one I have noted down was Lucid Fall, so let's check that out.
I am extremely skeptical about this one.
Yeah.
It looks too good to be a real thing in this trailer. I clicked on the developer who is also the publisher, Eldamar Studio. They don't have anything else on Steam.
Yeah, it looks like it's a very fresh kind of game.
I don't know. This could be terrible.
I mean, any game that we're seeing that hasn't been released could be terrible.
What is it though? Let's say what it is.
First-person horror game where you use a little thingamajig to manipulate gravity and space-time, but also you have a mace as a melee weapon, but also you can use a torch as a weapon against monsters. Yeah,
the setup seems to be that you're trapped in some lucid nightmare, and the brain is this weird thing, and you can never know truth from whatever. It's I don't know, man.
I don't know. The style looks cool. The trailer looks cool. The idea of manipulating space-time and gravity and everything looks cool. It could be shit, but It looks like a big swing, and I would like to see where it goes.
Face terrifying creatures and solve challenges that bend reality. Every moment reveals more of the dark truth behind lucid falls. This reads like a fake video game, but okay. No, my thumbs down by me for this one.
To me, it's a skeptical thumbs up, and I will see how it goes.
All right, let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. So.
Next one, and I don't know. I would put it down in the potentially yes for co-oping in the future if it's available. Oasis. So let's see how that is.
Oasis as an away.
Oasis. Go Oasis. Okay.
Yes, let's watch it. That. So this looks like it's a dungeon brawler as it presents itself. Physics fueled, whatever that means.
So this one is a co-op game. It's physics fueled because I think the swinging of the sword is actually made by you. It's not press and attack. I think it's you actually swing the sword yourself. The creature design is just brilliant, in my opinion. I really love how all the creatures and the characters that they have look. It has a co-op campaign, which is positive because we look for those things at times. I don't know. To me, it looks fully thumbs up. Wholeheartedly, I would really be keen to play this one.
I am called to lukewarm for this. If I have to flick the stick all the time to swing the sword, and the sword has gravity and it pulls me with it, I don't think this is going to be enjoyable to play for me. And there were some bits in the trailer here that looked so chaotic, and I don't know. And the way, okay, it has a campaign, but it says this is the ultimate dungeon brawler. So the campaign is going to be like the most basic window dressing thing. And the bits that it showed in the trailer about the story is this just generic video game shit. Oh, there's a darkness in the land and you go against it. All right, okay, whatever.
Yeah, but I think this game is more there for you to be driven by the co-op and the gameplay, the creature design. Like those look like to be the noteworthy things of it. To me, it was a positive, but you are a negative McBummerson over there, so you didn't like it. That's Oasis. Oasis. One word. Cool. Next game, D-Topia. D-Topia. So let's see how that is.
Oh no. Nope.
What happened? What happened that you go, nope. Didn't want to drop away.
The witness style puzzles.
Okay. So what's the problem with the witness style?
I'm out. I hate them. Okay. This is not fun for me at all.
Can we introduce the game at least before you immediately take a shit on it?
I'm not like, of course.
So D-Topia is a world where life is curated by artificial intelligence to maximize happiness, and you play as the facilitator, where you have to go and make different changes about how D-Topia is running to make sure that the residents are happy. And to me it's interesting as a setup because it sounds like a dystopia, but it's presented in a cozy, chill way, and I'm like, I don't know exactly what you're going on. Like, what you're going for here?
Yeah, it looks like a dystopian setting, but the presentation, I'm not convinced that they're doing social commentary here.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. The style is interesting.
I was warming up to it as it started, the trailer, because, well, Annapurna now is a bit of a weird one, I suppose, because they've had some weird shit. They've had some problems lately.
Is it the thing about the massive walkout?
Yeah.
But did it ever came out to light why there was a massive walkout?
I have not actually followed what was going on there since that time, yeah.
If anyone knows, let us know. We would like to know.
Historically, Annapurna have published games that I've found interesting, at the very least, and I've liked some a lot.
They take swings, for sure.
Yeah, they take swings and sometimes they miss. So, and then the trailer starts with showing some dialogue options, and I'm figuring out, all right, maybe that's the puzzle element here. Decision making. But then quickly starts to show pure puzzles that you go through. And there was one that looked very much like the puzzles, the maze puzzles in The Witness. And, no, that's such a huge no for me. I don't care what else this game has in. I'm out. Like, I fucking hate this.
Okay, so
I hate The Witness with a passion.
Negative McBummerson over here dislikes it. I would like to give it a shot.
Okay. Marumitu Games is the developer. I don't know if they've made anything else. Captain Starone. That's the other one.
Okay.
It has 10 reviews on Steam with a positive thing, so probably their family has voted it. Okay.
Wow. Okay, that's another bridge down. Cool. Cool. What do we have left? Okay, I guess we're still okay with Kojima. I'll take it.
We're always okay with Kojima.
Right. Speaking of Vol being negative McBummerson over there, we are now entering the section that I call the wholesome games section. So the next 3 games are from the wholesome games thing. Let's go first for Zitifono. So that's Zitifono. Zitifono.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. I briefly tuned into the stream because Ayla was doing a watch along from Easy Allies, and I came across this.
Okay.
As I tuned in, I watched this, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching this Daily Devs or whatever.
That was a wholesome snack.
Or whatever it was.
And I was watching it with my girlfriend, and she was like, oh, I imagine Vol right now being mad at everyone in here because they're so happy.
Yeah, that's fine. So cringy and fake. I can't. It's like chalks on a. It's like nails on a chalkboard for me. This type of presentation.
It's like chalks on a nail board.
Yeah, that might be worse actually.
So Zitifono is a relaxing short game. It looks like it's taking some notes from games like the Lil Gator game and A Short Hike. Looks like you're just exploring with your ship in a more underwater or on the water rather kind of world, and you react with you play with people and funny little characters that are around the world. Looks cute. I like the art style. What's there not to like? Vol doesn't like fun, so
no, I like sadness.
So that's Zitifono. There's a big whale and you can jump on its tail, which is fun, and there's a tiny train that goes on top of the water. The seagulls, there's a hippo that fixes stuff, and there's a walrus that plays the ukulele, I think. It looks very cute. I'm looking forward to this one.
There was a weird name that showed up in one of the characters. Hang on, I'm watching this again. Because it was in the GIF that was playing under it.
What, Tremolopotos?
That was it?
Yeah, that's the ukulele.
Tremolopotos, okay, yeah, that's the one that was... Yeah, Tremolopotos, there it goes.
Yeah, that's the ukulele walrus.
I will give it a point for that name. That's a good name. Yeah. Let's move on.
The next one I'm mentioning mostly because my girlfriend, she had a very strong reaction to it. And it was called Mirage Miracle Quest. That's Mirage Miracle Quest. So let's watch that.
Is that a good strong reaction or
for her, great strong reaction.
Okay, let's watch this. Is that Sailor Moon with a cat?
Basically.
Yeah, okay. This is not my thing, but this is not my thing as a game. Not beyond whatever the vibe is for this.
I mean, yeah, the vibe is clearly not you. I would say you're not really into magical girls kind of anime.
Anime, no. If we're talking about Willow, perhaps. Well, perhaps I am, but
Willow does not fall under the magical girl genre.
No.
Sailor Moon falls under it, and this looks like in this game you are a magical girl cat with full-on transformation as as you would see it in like a Sailor Moon anime. And it's a card builder turn-based JRPG with a lot of animal companions. And the main villain of the game seems to be a salary monkey.
Okay. That's funny. That's funny.
It's hand painted. The style is really nice. It's a mix of anime and like old fantasy cartoons. Yeah, my girlfriend had a very, very strong reaction to this one. I don't know. It looks like it could be good. I will play it. It's also going to be on Switch, I think day one. So probably it means that my girlfriend is definitely going to get it immediately.
Yeah, just not my thing. It doesn't look bad. It's just not my thing.
I added another game that she had a strong reaction to, and I want Vol to react to it because I know he will hate it. It's called Cozy Caravan.
And this is early access at the moment. So
It's in early access, yeah.
5 Lives Studios. So this is not a cat?
No,
What animal has 5 lives?
Badger.
Okay. Right, let's watch this.
It's Bradley the Badger again.
Oh no!
So Vol's face currently starting to turn to a frown or a pout. Yeah, he's not.
I was concentrating trying to figure out where this accent is from. Sounds Australian, I guess.
A look of bafflement and impatience. Is he gonna end the trailer soon? Or is he gonna watch it through? Oh my fucking god. The little lizard is so fucking cute.
Alright, I've watched enough.
Yeah, he knocked out quickly. Alright.
I watched the whole minute.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's a minute 27 seconds. I watched most of it. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I've watched enough. That's what I mean. It's fine.
It currently sits on overwhelmingly positive with reviews. With almost 600
early access.
reviews.
I don't believe this. So the game is not finished. No one can review this.
It is a life sim. You can play as an animal. It looks like you just do very calm, everyday things and go to markets and buy and sell and craft. And the caravan that you have is dragged along by a big-ass bumblebee that's very cute. I think it's the character design that really fucking struck here. Like, I thought it was gold. Like the little frog and the little lizard.
I hate them. I fucking hate them.
I was 100% sure that you would hate them. I did not. I really like the design.
One of my friends wants this game. Guess who it is?
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I liked it. The tiny animals, and you can play a raccoon and a tiny leopard gecko, and it looks cute. And they have pizza. You spread kindness and share and help prepare the annual Whiz Bang Fair.
Look, it's not that I'm against playing as animals in video games, right?
It's that you hate animals in general, and if you see one, you try to shoot them.
Yes, that's me. That's me, really. I'm a renowned hunter. You know how we're joking, like in the summer, how a little kitty big city was creeping up into my top 20. I'm not against playing cute animals in video games, but this doesn't look this doesn't nah.
You don't like cute things.
Not particularly, no, I'm not.
You're strongly against cuteness and coziness and being relaxed. You want gruff men with guns and a big dingus. And you want grey shooters and Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah.
And you want to star on the trek as well. And you want old men with long beards telling you wise things and then shooting and punching things.
You have described me.
Your favorite game is God of War 3.
Nah, not 3.
God of War. It's the first one that you press square to bang.
You don't press square to bang. It's a more involved minigame. You rotate the sticks as well.
Oh, I wonder what that does. Cozy Caravan. I don't know. If you like little cute cozy games that don't look like a fucking cash grab, that's probably it. And last one of the list.
Oh, yeah, one more.
One more. And I left it last because I have a feeling that you might actually find this nice. Like I'm swinging like hard here to try and make you like something. And it's called Restory, Chill Electronics Repairs.
Okay. PMP. I got my Sony pimp here. Sorry, not Sony. My Sony. My pony pimp.
My Tony.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, what is this?
So this is an old electronics repair simulator where you get old electronics and you repair them. You open them up, you unscrew the things, you clean them, and you put them back together for people that ask you to fix them for them.
And it looks like you interact with the characters and they tell you stories and stuff. So it's a little bit like those recipe games where you play a barman or a barista.
You mean Coffee Talk?
Coffee Talk, yes.
A little bit. I think this is more focused on the repairing itself and the stories about the electronics and what that electronic means for the person that gave it to you is just like kind of a flavor. But it looks like it's more focused on just you playing around and disassembling all the electronics, taking away the broken bits and replacing them.
And it has a little bit of the washing simulator vibe as well, because you see here bits where you're cleaning them up.
Yes. I did power washing simulator was what I would also compare it to. It's a bit like power washing simulator meets Coffee Talk, basically. Pokia
meets those other kinds of games like the PC building simulator and car mechanic simulator, I suppose.
Yeah, and you get to fix Pokia phones and PMPs.
I think I would enjoy this more if it had either motion controls, although it would be tricky to make them work very well.
Yeah.
Or VR. I think I would totally play this in VR.
When I saw this, I thought in the beginning that it was VR, but it wasn't.
Because it's not as fun with just moving the mouse around to do this stuff. For example, like I always wished that the full-fledged, well, it wasn't a full-fledged actually. You remember the Astrobot character was first introduced in the game that was VR only on the PS4?
Yeah, I remember that. I never played that because I never had VR.
Yeah. And I played that and it was great. It was an absolute joy to play. I wish they did a VR mode at least for the game that they bundled with the PS5, just to look at all the collectibles, because they had made such amazingly good looking models.
Yeah,
and
it's
I'm like,
true.
this is such a wasted opportunity here.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. Maybe they want to, use their time to focus on things that are going to be played and experienced by more people, because still VR is still niche.
Yes, but it's partly niche because Sony put it out and then abandoned it. So they could have done a little bit more. That game was bundled with the PS5. If you had the VR mode for it to kind of build on the nostalgia factor of that game, I think that would have been nice. And it would have been nice if they had made some more games for it. But it looks like they put it out, they made a couple of games, and then left it all to third parties to do something with it. Okay, different conversation about some decisions that Sony has taken in the early generation under Jim Ryan's leadership, but anyway.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jimbo. Anyway.
Don't say Jimbo, because actually it's a drag queen that I like quite a bit, so there's no point comparing the two. Like, I just don't call him Jimbo. It's fine. It's not Jimbo.
I don't know, it just sounds like a funny way to... I was going to say it's not nice to bully people, but he's a rich fucker, so fuck him.
We can punch up, and that's fine.
Yes.
Which is most people out there. If we punch up, we can punch at most people.
we have a lot of options.
Yeah, if you make us popular, then we can bully less people. So
Yeah.
If you want us
help
to
us out,
if you want us to
help
be
us out
nicer,
to help the world.
if you want us to be nicer, start supporting us, so we stop taking a shit on everyone. Not you, Hideo-san. We love you still.
That's a wrap. I think that's all the games we have on our list.
I'm hungry. Would love a wrap.
Yes, these always take longer than I think they'll take.
I have a lot of things to mention. And we did a whole reaction kind of like section that we never done before.
We like video games, man.
I want to play with my video game toys. Yeah, I don't know. It was a little bit of a swing from us structure-wise for an episode. So let us know how it panned out. Me showing trailers to Vol. And if it was fun and if we should do it again or whatever. Or not.
Or if... Like, we'll see what we think of it as well once I'm finished editing and if making any tweaks to this type of format makes sense.
To me, it just felt more natural to make you watch the trailers rather than just me spitting names at you.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why we did it. Maybe next time we can just prepare in advance before that and like have them ready. But that's less off-the-cuff fun.
Also, this is not the type of content that we make regularly.
No.
Like, we're not covering news. The way I see it is, if I, like, using myself as an example of an audience member, if I follow people that I find their video game opinions interesting, I'm interested to, like, listen to a curated list of what stood out to them from a list of presentations that I'm not going to watch myself because I don't have the time for it and I can't be asked because it's boring.
So we do the work so you don't have to.
Yes.
Of looking at ads, not including the fucking Google ads or the Microsoft ads that fucking Game Awards
Amazon ones. And they had so many.
Yeah. Spotify, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Snickers. Was Snickers on it? I don't remember. Probably it was.
Snickers?
I don't know. There's always something.
Chocolate?
What was the year that they kept having like the fucking snack constantly on fucking every single fucking moment that you were turning away? It was just an ad for a snack, and I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember that. I remember the Rock's energy drink or something, or something that the Rock was promoting in one of those. Enjoy your gaming bit. That was so fucking cringe.
They need to stop. They need to show us more video game ads and less ads. Keep your ads out of my video game ads, man. So that was the Game Awards 2025. We covered it kind of, but not really. Mostly focused on our shit. And then Vol was grumpy about things.
And someone is yelling at us for not mentioning Ace Combat 8. There, I mentioned it. Happy now?
Ace Combat 8.
Yes.
A game that we don't care about.
No, but some people were really, really, really happy about New Ace Combat.
Not me.
Me neither. I know at least one person who will be happy about this.
I was excited by Virtue and a Sledgehammer and Ontos and other games. And as a reminder for everyone, 11th of January, 4 o'clock, British main time.
The Galaxy needs less Anthem.
The Galaxy needs less Anthem. It will get less Anthem on the 12th. That's why on the 11th we're streaming it. 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
GMT. It's some other time in the States and some other time in Asia. Figured it out.
Some other time everywhere else in the world, yes.
Yes.
That is how it works.
Cool.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Let us know if we missed out on anything important
very
here
much.
That we might enjoy checking out, or you might want us to check out because you might want us to talk about it. But yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks with something else.
With something else? Will it be Ace Combat? No!
No, actually our next episode will be our recap of 2025.
Yes, it will be.
In January, because we want to include December.
We will talk about video games that we played in the 2025 and in general maybe 2025 or maybe not. And then we'll have some pizza.
I will have my macaron. I still haven't opened them. because I was waiting to
Open them. Why
finish
don't you
with
make
work.
them? Just make them.
Because I have a very small oven and it's very hard to make a good batch out of it.
I make several batches, to be honest.
I have a very small oven. It's a combi microwave oven that has a resistance at the top or whatever it's called and a fan, and it's terrible at baking things.
Fair enough, then.
So I have to sadly buy them, even though I like... See, you make fun of me for not liking cooking, but I like making milo macarona and I actually make good ones, and you can attest to this.
No, I tried them once from you and they were burnt.
No, you've tried them again. The last time I made them, they were pretty good. I had made 2 mountains of them.
I just remember the burnt ones.
Yeah, the burnt ones was the first time I tried it.
They were burnt.
No wonder I burnt them. I have photos. You liked them. I have evidence.
I don't remember. I find it hard to believe that I ever liked your cooking in any capacity.
It was baking. It's different.
It's cookies, so it's cooking.
I can bake stuff.
I've been wanting to make milo macarona for like quite a few days now, and because there's a fucking corn oil shortage, I cannot. And it's not being delivered.
You use corn oil for my macarona?
It helps with them becoming crunchy. You just mix corn oil and olive oil and they become a bit crispier and nicer. But I cannot get it.
So make them with just olive oil then. What kind of Greek are you? Not using pure olive oil.
I'm doing exactly what my grandma did for hers. She uses a mix.
That's fair. That's fair then.
But there's a fucking
what
shortage.
What kind of Greek is she?
Well, what kind of Greek are you for fucking homeopathizing your fucking tea and coffee to fucking attack me?
My Greek coffee is normal. Sorry, Turkish coffee. Whatever.
Yeah, well, it's the same. The coffee that we took over because we were colonized for 400 years. I don't know.
Same thing with tsurekia. Same thing with a lot of other foods. I have one of my close friends is Turkish, and for a while it was really funny because I would mention a food and she would be like, "Oh, is this the one you mean?" And it was basically the same name without the Greek ending of the word.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was hilarious.
Well, the positive is that you can taste your food in 2 different countries, so that's good. And there's also quite a lot of Greek stuff that's not really influenced by elsewhere. But
beans.
Well, yeah, it's a specific way of making it. Anyway.
Fasulada.
Fasulada is a fucking ace.
I used to hate it for a while.
I hate being around people that have eaten it.
This is a weird tangent at the end of an episode. So
Greek food and farts.
It was... my dad loved it.
Oh no.
So I hated the food.
Dad farts is like the worst farts.
Yeah.
No one farts worse than dads.
Yeah.
So that's why when I fucking adopted Beppis, my fart became more toxic.
I'm pretty sure it's not as toxic as Beppis' farts.
You know what? He doesn't fart much because we changed his diet, so his tummy is all settled. He's not making farts. He's fine.
That's good.
He's a very nice smelling boy, other than his mouth.
Yeah, that would be weird if his mouth smelled good. Anyway,
to everyone that has helped us, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We thank Beppis for not stepping on the laptop more than once today.
And we thank our listeners for listening to our ramblings, because that's why we do it.
Thank you.